was the last time I streamed? Way too long ago. Need that chat doc. There we go. Okay. Hopefully, I'm at an audible volume. Gotta go find an actual stream link from myself. Actually, wait, I think David posted one. Aha! Thank you. Ugh, sneeze. It's like right there. I really want to sneeze. Alright, we're gonna do that. At DDS participant. Draw stream. Now. 1, 2, 3, 4 exclamation points. Come find out who you're facing. Twitch.tv/Hokiation. Okay. Bam. Put that down there. Put that a little more up. Stop putting the... No, you can't put your paws on there. That's not good. I don't want you falling over. I do, in fact, have Pup here with me. We're gonna wait until there's more people to speak of in the chat. I think I'm live, right? Surely I pressed the live button. I did. Alright, cool. Aha, there's everyone. Okay, I can finally... It seems like everyone typed at once. I thought maybe something was going on with my my chat box, but no, we're here. We're all here. Hello there, OnStar. Also, I saw you followed me right before I started. Thank you so much. Also, thank you to the other followers who have followed me, including Mikanu Sakura 23 days ago, and Clicks Off CC 11 days ago. Thank you to you peoples. All right. No. Oh, David. I think the biggest thanks goes to David for hosting DDS6, somehow still managing to find a way to get the most people for his tournaments 5 years after this game came out. Stream time! Hello there, Wilhelm. Thank you for the subscription, 22 months. Dearly appreciated. I am sorry I have not streamed as much as I could. That is that is neither here nor there. Let's go ahead and I think we should be fine to just go ahead and get right into the part everyone came here to see, which is the wheels. Hello. And also I'm here on the side. All right. So first things first. David could not decide who would be put into group 1 and 2 between me and Jake. I guess I can. I'm sure I'm free to. Am I free to show the seeds, David? Am I clear? Just should go ahead and show the document, the documentation of which our whole tournament is based off of. Okay, we have a go. So here we are. As you may be able to see, let me zoom in. You will see here in group 1, we have at the bottom Hookie/Jake, and in group 2, we also have Hookie/Jake. When David asked both of us what we thought our seeds should be, We both said the other. So what we're gonna do is a good old-fashioned coin flip. Right here on this 50-50 wheel. Not really a coin flip, more so a coin spin. Haven't seen a hooky stream in so long. Hello there, Schwell. How's it going? This is also the thing I was talking about, saying I needed to do something for a friend. This is the activity. I am helping David. Well, we're having a fun draw stream. We like doing these for each DDS. It's very fun, very dramatic. Nonetheless, I probably shouldn't be killing too much time. So this spin is to see who will be in Group 1 for DDS. And will be whoever wins that, whoever gets the honor of being Group 1 in DDS, will be in Group 2 for DDDD. So, hopefully that makes sense. Let me pull this back up. Where are we at? Right here. So if we go on over to the other slide, we're on DDDD. We have the same situation. Me and Jake splitting that 4th, 5th spot. So what we're going to do is whoever wins this seed will be placed in the lower group. In Group 2, I shouldn't say lower. Group 2. So if that makes sense, we will spin the wheel. You spin me right round. Here we go. Ooh, oh, pup. All right. Oh yeah, also puppy. All right. So I will be in Group 1 for DDD or DDS 6. And that means Jake will go and do an honorary spin. He will be in Group 2 or in Group 1 for DDDD. So I'm in right here. Jake. I also only have one hand to write with because I'm holding pup in the other hand. So Jake right there. I'm here. And then we go over here. I'll just do this one. This is me, Group 1. Jake, Group 2. My pup is biting my thumb while I type. I promise I'm not a slow typer. All right, excellent. All right, we've done that wheel. That's good. I think we're going to start with the DDDD. Did you really challenge me to an RNG duel? I challenged and won. I give all credit to my pup. He gave me the power. That is also why I'm like leaning on the in the face cam a little bit. Maybe I could turn it a little more so I'm more centered. I kind of don't want to show off my room though. It's very messy. Doesn't need to be shown off too much. But yes, perish Jake. I've won. There we go. Oops. Why does it look like I get... Oh, no. Let's, I'm not... So here's the thing, in case you missed it, Igni. Basically, me and Jake were sharing seeds. So David just wrote down both of our characters along with us. But now that we have decided who is going where, I will be in this Group 1 at the very least. I have temporarily wrote these names out just so that I can reference them later. So basically, I will be in Group 1 for DDS6, and then in Group 2 for DDS, or oh my god, DDDD. So anyways, we'll get on. Like I said, we'll do this first. I'm gonna move this back over. My pup is pulling my hair. Stop that. Okay. So right now, we are going to put add entry. Actually, can I just... Yeah, okay, this is gonna be easier. Let me just click off of advanced. Yes. I was wondering what that was before the well, like advanced would let me do before the stream, and now I know. So, all right, but let me type with both hands so we can get this show on the road. Snorpy, David, Angie, and because Jake won the well, technically won DDDD seating, he has to be in this first group. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna spin. Whoever wins first, whoever gets chosen first, is the first seed, and it looks like for DDDD, it'll be David. He will be going first. He will be the first seed of DDDD. David. Tried making a pun there. So there we go. Let me just pull this back up real quick to explain. So, control zoom. So as you can see, we got our seating groups. We're just putting these 4 in. Whoever gets chosen in the order, that's who we go for. Does Moxley like lap? He does like lap. He also likes chewing on TV. On chair. I read TV from Alvar's comment. Hello there, Alvar. And everyone else that has joined. Sorry I cannot say a personal hello to everyone. But nonetheless, I do appreciate the support. Back over this way on Zoom. I'm also a little scatterbrained. I do apologize. That is just part of my personality at this point. All right. Might chew on the TV. This is very true. I do have to watch out. Okay. Right, so David, first seed of DDDD. We'll remove him. Our second seed for DDDD is going to be Snorpy. Yeah. All right. I'm also filling these out on the sheet as they happen because David is not here to do that officially. And it will probably help him a lot if I at least write down everything. This is for third seed in DDDD. For King DDDD. And it looks like it's going to be Angie in a very close draw. So Angie is our third seed. And that means Jake will remain at fourth. All right. So pretty much David cut the line. Cut through the line to the top of how we had them ordered in the first place. Next set of folk. We got Hooky, Joey, Igni, and Velo. Here to ruin the rhyme, the rhyming words. Maybe Veloy? maybe we can do an honorary thing. Nonetheless, Speen. I gotta... Come on, baby. Oh, no chewing on chair. There we go. All right, fifth seed is Velo. Excellent. Velo shipping. Oh, look at that. They're right beside each other. All right, Joey is next. And looks like it's Igni. Igni. And an honorary spin. I get that 8th seed. You say Velo. Thought you had to pronounce the T in Velo. Or Velet. Hokey an hour early. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? We're here on time, right? Also, hello, Com. All right. There we go. Our next set of participants in the Daisy Ditto are Bad Joe, Nintendart, Pepper, and Bungie. So, Spin. You know, I feel like every time it's been Pepper in 9th seed for all of these tourneys. I feel like the wheel has always chosen him first. So we'll... Oh, was not... There we go. All right. Next up. Yeah, I think it's pronounced below, right? Just to retread that old topic. Velo. A little bit of ignoring the T, the silent T. Bad Joe. In that 10th seed. I believe he done really well for himself last tourney. Well, actually, I know that I didn't compete in DDS5, so I might not have like the best recollection, but I feel like it was either that or DDS4 where Bad Joe made a very deep run. Also, hello there, Blobby. Mr. Cave Cult. Nonetheless, Nintendart is 11th. Also, I think there's something weird going on with my chat boxes. It's like very behind what the actual chat box is. What I can see in my little minimized Twitch stream corner. All right, so honorary, spin, Benji does get that 12th seed. And now we're on to the last set of folk that have been put into these groups before we get to the really big pool of people. All right, excellent, Benji. All right, our next set of folk is Dr. Ivo, Natrop, Rogue, and Pitou. Pitou. All right, and looks like Natrop gets that 13th seed. Congratulations. I hope y'all can hear like the like the little confetti pop-offs. They're very funny. Dr. Ivo is number 14. Dr. Ivo. Just like pronouncing it like it's Dr. Mario in Smash. Dr. Mario. All right, Rogue is our 15th seed overall. And finally, joining the fray is Pitou. Pitou. At number... Oh, you can't hear him? Okay. They're actually... Okay, the volume's kind of low for it. I have my volume settings where it's like... Where I'm technically like... Where it's perfect for my YouTube video making. Which, by the way, I guess I should be a good salesman. Plug that in real quick. There you go. Subscribe if you like Let's Plays, maybe. And occasional videos about myself. Vlogs, if you want to call them that. Nonetheless, I believe that's good to go. And now, this should be the rest of the folk here in our DDDD bracket. I'll go ahead and pull up this sheet again, because it does have very specific instructions as to what happens when, or who is going to be playing who, depending on when you're selected. 20 euros on black. Excellent, I'll put you down. So, right here in this column, I guess I should probably zoom in just a little more. Okay, that's great. Right here, it says, we'll be going in a certain pattern. So basically, every two I pick will face each other, and then the next one will play a seated person. So you can see here, first two I pick play each other. The next one will play the 16th seed. And then I pick another two. and they'll be playing, and then after that, the next one will play the 9th seed. So big fun. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of that 400%. I need to actually see how it's going. Pup, please. Yeah. Up there. There you go. All right. All right. Since I don't have to type as many, I can just go ahead and go and spin those wheels. So let's go. Pup has crawled onto my back, which is excellent. All right, our first two. Adrian has been selected first, which is pretty funny because he is alphabetically the first person on our on our wheel. Will be facing off in his first round match against Master A1, the Toad from Europe. I do believe now it has been a while since I have played, so I do apologize if I get any information wrong. I do believe Adrian is a Luigi main. Of course, feel free to correct me. Oh, actually, no. This is a Daisy Ditto. It doesn't matter. Joey Horn. All right. Alvar will be playing the 16th seed, which is Pito. Good luck to Alvar. Alvar, I know, is a Kamek fanatic, if memory serves. Also, one of the leaders of the French Discord, always posting tourneys and keeping the community alive. I do thank you for doing so. But nonetheless, good luck against Pito. The next two I draw will be playing each other. And I have drawn PK Kirby. Will be facing off against... So I should make sure I'm writing these down. To the Moon! Oh my gosh, that is a throwback name. To the Moon. I know that he was, in fact, a Luma player back in the day. As I'm now drawing our next competitor, will be playing against the 13th seed, which is Serena Slam, player 2. Good luck, good luck. I do believe our 13th seed was Natrop. We love Moon, and we do. Next two shall be Labast versus Mario Man. For this tourney, he will have to be a Daisy Man, because that is the only character we're allowed to play, of course. Oh, thank you, PK, for the sub and the subsequent ban. I do appreciate it. Next player will be playing against the 12th seed. And it looks like Globe should be facing off against Benji. That's a good EU battle. If I've ever seen an EU battle. Next two. Also, I'm just now oh, Mex, okay. That's like right on the border too. I don't know if it didn't copyright, but I'm going to assume that maybe the G or Theg is I don't know, I guess it could be their name. Could be. As I need to put in, I actually need to, my room is so dirty, y'all. We'll put Mex Factor down. I haven't spun anymore, right? Okay, yeah, no. We're good. It'll be next Mex Factor against the next Factor. Mex Factor versus Zora. Excellent. That's a 2018 match right there. I haven't seen Zora in a while, but I do know Zora supports the Wario top 5 gang. I'm sure after all this time. This next player should be playing the 15th seed, if I am not mistaken, which will in fact be DeJoule versus Rogue. Wind and Leaf did join. That's true. I believe both players from the French community. Both players were standard players back in the day. I do recall Leaf making a very good run all the way back at M Taco 2 or 3, all the way to 4th. Good stuff. Next up, Communism, or Communiste, as some might know them, versus CJ Fang. Exciting stuff. You heard your name. You are going up against CJ Fang in your first round match for Daisy Dittos. David does Daisy Dittos. The King DDDD. The quadruple. All right, next roll will be the 10th seed. Be against the 10th seed. Bird doo doo. Almost pronounced. One day I'll get it. One day I'll remember. Communiste. Nonetheless, Mozart will be facing off against our 10th seed, which is Bad Joe in the first. In their first rounds. So good luck to both. 2 more drawings. Leaf, speaking of, Leaf shall be facing. Is PD playable? I wish. It's been too long. No, only mini PD. Wario is playable in the actual bracket. Hyrule. So, Leaf and Hyrule shall be playing against each other. PD has been banned for so long. It's been a long while. All right, Wind will be playing the 14th seed, which is Dr. Ivo. Next 2. Snoop? Oh, no, it's, Veg. Theg. Or whoever that may be. If the copy and paste did not get your name right, I am sorry. Terribly sorry. Playing off against Justice. Theg is right. Okay, good. Good. I am also noticing, David, that, well, I guess I'll keep calling out names. Just because I am noticing that the instructions on the right may be a little incomplete. But that is fine. We'll worry about it later. I will still just call them out as they happen, and I have been writing them down in the document as they happen. I am noticing there's a lot more... Oh my god, DG with the party of 8! Woo! Yeah! Woohoo! Yeah! Raider from DG. Oh, hello, Megan. A wheel! Yeah, a wheel! So, welcome, peoples. We in there like swimwear? What is that supposed to mean? What is that actually supposed to mean? So basically what we're doing is we're hosting a big ol' MTA tourney. You probably got bugged by David just a little bit about joining this tourney. But basically, we're doing seedings, quote unquote. We are randomly drawing people for our seeds, who they will be facing off against. So JK is up next. But I was in the middle of saying that now that I am realizing it, it may be there may be a few technical issues regarding who you will actually be playing. But we will get that settled, I'm sure, hopefully. Next up is Apo. Please type in the letters. There are any 2 X's? There were. Oh wait. Oh, is that okay? I see. I see your point, David. I see. No, I understand. I understand where I went wrong. So, basically what I did was skip over the fact that I was supposed to be rolling 2 matches, as in 4 competitors, before I rolled someone to face a seeded competitor. There is Mom Samus. Mom Samus has joined. I know, scary stuff. No, it's my bad. I should have. I think if I just like really quickly. So first 2 play each other. Still Adrian Master A1. That is for sure a match. Alvar will still be playing 16th seed. PK Kirby and To the Moon will still be playing against each other. Serena Slam, player 2, will actually be facing Labast. And then Mario Man will be playing our 9th seed, which was, should be Pepper. So it's actually Pepper versus Mario Man in the Daisy Ditto. And then we have Globe versus Mex Factor, Zora versus the Jewel, and then Communism versus the 13th seed, which is Nat Rop. Then we have CJ Fang versus Mozart, Leaf versus Hyrule, and then Wind will be playing against the 12th seed, which is Benji. Then we have Theg versus Juices and JK versus Apo. Hello there. Hello there, Eddie. Raid! Razid! Okay. So now, this next drawing, assuming I did not forget to write their name down, the last person I drew was Apo, who is playing against JK. This next person will be playing the, believe it would be the 15th seed, right? I think. Nonetheless, we're gonna roll with it because I can't stall any longer. We got 2 of these freaking wheels to go through, and I've barely gotten like halfway through this one. Against the 15th seed, which is Rogue, it will be MacMan. Or not MacMan, the entity that is speculated to perhaps be related to MacMan. Am I MacMan? Is he MacMan? Are you MacMan? Please absolution. All right, so am I MacMan versus Rogue for 15th seed. Now we're going to draw 4 more players, and they will be facing off. We'll draw our next match. They will not be facing a seeded player, so it will be Andy. Write that down. Versus Ooh, all right. You get Mom Samus, which, for those that may not know, since Mom has not been active in the Discord for years, they were like the OG final boss of MTA when it first launched. They had a large undefeated streak on ladder, like insanely large. It took several months for someone to finally beat them. from the game launch. So, of course, that person was me. No, no bragging here. Of course, no bragging. Nonetheless, very scary opponent. As we get into our next match. Brag. Oh no. It's years ago at this point. Like 5. All right. Brent Frog will be facing off. Please type. Thank you. Ooh, what a good match. We got Brent Frog versus Saburo. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I would not actually know. Saburo, one of Standard's greatest players of all time. Always at the top of the discussions for GOAT of Standard. And a really good track record in Simple, too. As Indy Mason will be playing against the 10th seed, which is Bad Joe. So that is also a really good matchup. I look forward to it. Now we're going to draw 4 more. Lester will be facing off. Kind of wish that there was like a way to make the wheel go faster, given how many people we have, but it's fine. We're almost through this one. Be facing off against Liam, which I believe, according to David, may have pulled out of the tourney, so that may just end up being a free seed. Nonetheless, we will see. Or maybe it was somebody else. Maybe it was Elias? Never mind. It might have been Elias. Y'all got similar names. My bad if I y'all both start with that like the LI. So I got him confused. I did not mean to insinuate anything. Nonetheless, Toaster. The tried and true Bowser Jr. fan. We will be playing Daisy versus Snoop. Excellent. Next player will be facing off against the 14th seed. Good luck, Liam, indeed. It'll be Elias. There we go. Finally. The other Illa, or, you know, Lia. All right. So Elias will be. Hold on, I'm doing mental math here. I think I got sidetracked. I think we're still on board. It's just I need to do some mental. Okay, all right. Next to All right. Next one. Next name. Mart. A very good Peach. I believe he won or was very close to winning or something like that. One of the Nintendo Opens. I believe came in second. If this is the same Mart, of course. My dog is he's sniffing my hair. A returning name, Laggy. All right. I believe, of course, I haven't kept up with the scene in a hot minute, but I believe this might be Laggy's first outing into a DDS. So we now have a few more names to go. RB Jake and the Peach Ditto, but then yeah, that was probably, that does sound right. All right. Quinty is up next. All right. We're down to our final 4. Quinty will be facing off against the next person I draw, which shall be Ant Star, another returning face to the simple scene. I don't know how David manages to get all these folk, all these fine folk. As our next draw will be facing off against the 11th seed. Looks like it shall be. It shall be Navy versus Nintendart in the Daisy Ditto. Nintendo. Wait, no. Navy. I don't know why I was about to say that, but nonetheless, our final two. We'll just go ahead and roll for fun. Shall be Turnip King versus Walt. Walter White. And that NA tourney? Yeah, the one that was like the NA Open or whatever. All right. We've gotten through DDDD. Now it's time for DDS6, our main event, of which we will be going back. I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? I can just type names in there. So, let me pull it up the bottom here. The other. So here's our whole everything. Everything at once. So as you can see, I am the 4th seed for this one. I guess I can go ahead and we'll just for cleanliness sake. There we go. And this is Jake down here with that. There we go. All right, I can just go and delete that. All right, same deal. We're going to be seeding the 4 groups up here. Our top 16. Of course, we've got so many good players that I hope nobody feels bad if they did not make the cut, even if it does seem like they should have made the cut. Because let me tell you, got a lot of good players on the scene. I'm sure we will see plenty of upsets nonetheless. I have gone 1 and 2 in one of these before. Now, granted, I was maybe playing Dry Bowser, but doesn't matter. I have, in fact, 8 dirt myself as a supposed top player of this game. Oh yeah, it was the DDDD one, but now we're actually, you can see the characters, hopefully, if it's zoomed in enough. You can see that we've got all of our character choices here. A lot of Toadettes from the onlook. A lot of bloopers too. A few Wario's, a few Dry Bones, Diddy Kongs, Birdos, Luigi's. I saw one Waluigi, nice. One Chain Chomp, one Fire Piranha Plant. We got some Mario reps in the Mario game, if you can believe it or not. I don't know, bloopers. Take backseat time. One Boom Boom. We have Igni on the Boom Boom. We will see how that pays off. I don't know if Boom Boom appreciates a court in which drops may perhaps be better than normal on said court. But he can certainly shuffle very fast side to side. It'll be very hard to actually get an angle in on Boom Boom that will put him dead in the waters. So, or in the sand, since we're in a desert or whatever. Nonetheless, no more rambling. More spinny. So our first 4. Snorpy on the Luigi, Angie on the Toadette, David on the Blooper, and yours truly on the Wario. Here we go. Our seeds shall be set here. Haha. Looks like I am the very first seed of the tourney. Cool. I'll go ahead and pat myself on the back for that one. Well earned me winning that coin flip into and pulling first. Over Snorpy, who won I believe it was DDS5. Correct me if I'm wrong. Seven seeds apart in both turning. Yeah. It is a little weird. Angie is up next. And just for funsies, David is the 4th seed, which means if all goes well, me and him will be fighting in winter semis. That'll be fun. Again, assuming neither of us gets upset. We are, however, old men in this game. Lots of wrinkly skin between the both of us. As our next competitors, Jake on the Toadette, Joey on the Blooper, Igni on the Boom Boom, and Velo on the Toadette. And away we spin. And Velo takes home that number 5 seed. Be very funny if it puts Jake in if it puts Jake in last. If it puts him at 8th seed. I think we'll have like done a complete flip. Memory serves. So Joey at that 6th seed. Can't wait for Boom Boom to destroy all balance. DDS6 balance. Okay. Jake sitting at 7th seed. And finally, the Boom Boom. The Boom Boom. I do hope that you avoid getting Boom Boom in your own trousers, Igni. Do not share the same fate as me. It is a, it's not a very fun fate. I will tell you that much. As we get on to our next set of competitors, Badjo on the Blooper, Nintendart on the Diddy Kong. Nintendart, a big Kong fan. Badjo, also known for his Blooper. Pepper on the Mario, and Benji on the Mario. Trouser pick OP. And it looks like Badjo shall be the 9th seed for this tourney. I believe he was also 9th seed in the previous one. No, actually, I think it's... maybe it was Pepper. That was... well, nonetheless. Pepper is 10th seed. Excellent. Next up, Nintendart. And that 11th seed. And finally, Benji in 12th. As we move on to our final set of seeded competitors. Or, well, group of... of considerable players in a top 16-ish fashion. As we have once more Dr. Ivo, or Evo. I just like pronouncing it Ivo. Natrop, Rogue, and Pito. Let's get to spin. Everyone. Ivo. First up, 13th seed goes to Natrop. Congratulations. 14th seed going to Pito. Our 15th seed goes to Rogue. And finally, in that 16th seed, bringing up, or completing our top 16, is Dr. Evo. Congratulations to wherever you landed. And here we go, the big wheel. This is even bigger than our previous wheel, so we gotta get going right now. No more time to waste. Everyone wants to see where they're ending up, and I don't blame them. First off, our first pick is JK of, I believe, there's what, 67 people in this tourney? We have seeded 16 so far. So if my math is correct, that's like 51 people left over. Congratulations for being picked first of 51. Seizure warning, please. Sorry. So, as it is, there are only 3 round 1 games. The winner plays the top 3 seeds. Do those first. I am having to read David's instructions out loud. I believe that means that I am picking 2 and they will be fighting each other first. Oh. All right, JK versus Globe. A Wario versus Diddy match. Breaks my heart. Those are 2 of my favorite characters. But you could never guess my third. In fact, let me... just in case it wasn't obvious. There we go. All right, so JK versus Globe. To start off. I think it's Peter Piranha. Now that is within my top 5 Mario characters. Cannot deny. All right, Stellar, another Diddy Kong. Good player to boot. Stellar. We'll be facing off against... Oh, is this a fellow Diddy? Oh, look at that. We got ourselves a Diddy Ditto between Stellar and the Mex Factor. All right. And one more, round 1, which is... Ooh, look at that. Saburo in that round 1. On the Dry Bones. I also typed in Dry Bones where I should have typed his name. My apologies. In a Ditto against Alvar. Look at that. We got a dry Ditto on Dry Bones home court to start this DDS off. What interesting times we live in. All right. So we got our first 3 technically round 1s. I think the tournament had to like boot like those bracket matches back just a little bit. All right. Now we get into round 2. What is technically round 2? First 2 will play each other. So, we'll have another match, which is PK Kirby on the Diddy Kong. That famed Diddy Kong leading the conquest after all these years still. I do stand and support the conquest. But unfortunately, it looks like it will be a Diddy side. Because PK Kirby will be having to face off against Serena Slam, player 2. By the number of monkeys, indeed. Diddy Kong, I do think, is one of the better choices in this tourney. He does... His defense is absolutely absurd. I'm sure whoever has seen me play Diddy Kong and whoever else has seen just how fast he pops back up anytime he makes a mistake. It is surprisingly hard to punish that monkey. Praise little monkey, fellas. So, the matchup is PK Kirby versus Serena Slam, player 2. The next person I draw will be facing off against the 16th seed of the tourney. And it looks like it will be Mart on the blooper. I believe the last person drawn was Dr. Evo. So that'll be Mart versus Evo. As a good, exciting matchup already. Next 2 players will play against each other. We got Occam with no razor versus... Write that in. Occam on the Mario. Oh, ooh. The wheel really likes Dittos today. We got Occam versus Mario Man in a Mario Ditto. Also, hello there, Icy. When's DDMD3? After DDMD2. Excellent. Mozart will be facing off against the 8th seed, which I believe ended up being Igni. So that'll be Boom Boom versus Blooper. You got a blooper. You did get a blooper. It'll be interesting to see how that matchup plays out as we get to our next two. Boom Boom, like I said, does have the arms to catch a lot of angles. As we get Ken on, I believe, the only chomp of the tourney, representing the goodest boy of the Mario series. Against what I believe is the only fire piranha plant in Phlox. All right. The very unfortunate for the rare characters in this tourney to be facing off against each other. Oh, I see another FPP. All right. FPP ain't quite in dire straits just yet. Phlox, the one Slim Slayer. As we get to, I believe, MacMan will be playing against the 9th seed, which is Bad Joe. So, the entity known as possibly MacMan. On the Birdo, I believe MacMan has chosen to represent Birdo in the past. We shall see how that works out here. Pick Luigi to be different, but there's like 10 billion of them. Yeah, so there is. Birdo, Aunt Star on the Birdo, the famed Aunt Star Birdo. That is their Discord profile picture. Shall be facing off against Luigi. There is just like four Luigis in a row. Would be 5 if Apo weren't right here. Shall be facing off against CJ Fang. Aim vs. Joe is awesome. Oh yeah, I remember them. Oh, they had a killer game, right? It went like 7-6 in the tiebreak because the they went like 6-6, 7-6, 8-6. Had interesting games. Yes, I do remember that. Hello there, Snoop. Thank you for the bonk. Have you been picked? Not for this bracket, I don't think. Yeah, there's your name over here on the bottom left of the wheel. As we get on to our next pick, this next person shall be playing the 4th seed, which is Labast. Shall face off, assuming I have not skipped anything. Labast shall face off against David at the start. That should be correct. By the way, I'm writing these down in case they're not. They will be posted later. But hopefully I've got these right. So we have DeJewel on the Luigi, on the DeLuigi. that worked out better in my head, I promise. Versus Laggy on the Luigi. Another Ditto given to us by the wheel. As the next person shall be playing the 13th seed. Good old lucky 13. Shall be Master A1. Master A1 versus the 13th seed, which is Natrop. That is a good EU battle. I do expect many a firework to pop off. I believe that is Blooper versus Toadette. I kind of forgot. I'm not looking at the character choice right now. But we got Brent Frog shall face off against Toaster on the Birdo. Toaster finally picking a good character. Congratulations to Toaster. Ooh. All right. Juices shall be playing the 5th seed, which so happens to be Jake. So that'll be Wario versus Toadette. That is, in my experience, not a fun matchup for Wario. But we shall see what Juices has in the tank. As our next two are coming up, we got Walt Whitman versus Theg, or the G 350. Believe that is yet another Birdo versus Luigi matchup. There is a lot of Birdo and there is a lot of Luigi, so perhaps that is to be expected at this rate. So our next competitor will be playing against the 12th seed, which is Lester, from the looks of it. Lester against the 12th seed, which is Benji. I do look forward to that matchup. All right, so we have just picked that. Now we're going to pick 4 matches in a row. So no, the next 4 picks will not be playing seeded. They will be playing against each other. We got Prince Mush on the Toadette. Prince Mush. Makes sense. If you can't have Peach, you just go to Toadette. That shall be Prince Mush versus Hyrule on the Mario. Mario, which may be proving to be a pretty good matchup, I guess you could almost say, against Toadette. Weirdly enough. Then we got Quinty on the Dry Bones, spinning that wheel. Quinty versus Tonton Basile. I hope I am pronouncing those names correctly. As always, I am I'm not knowledgeable of pronunciation sometimes. As our next player will be playing against the 15th seed. Ooh, another throwback name way back in the day. Played Boo. Kohiko played Boo and Toadette. Played Boo and Peach. Back in the days, 2018. That was when both those characters were unbeatable, just about. Playing against the 15th seed of Rogue on the Luigi. So that'll be a back and forth of pressing B. All right, next two will be playing each other. Ba-lum, ba-lum. First, we got Andy. And he shall be playing. Also, Pup, you gotta... Yeah. Sorry, Pup. Don't mean to move ya. Andy will be playing against Navy. The blooper. Very close to picking Mom Samus. Next player shall play the 10th seed, or the 7th seed, 10th seed, 7th seed. Which one? Apo. I believe that is the 7th seed. I have not called that out correct. right? Or have I already said the 7th seed? Damn, you don't get mom. Oops. Nonetheless, I will write the name down. As I have to do some quick maths here. Make sure I am on track. So I remember calling out the 15th seed. That matchup. So 7th seed, I don't believe I called out. Apo will be going up against Jake. I believe that is where we are on our DDS schedule. If, of course, I have been keeping up correctly. Next two on the list. This stuff is hard, y'all. Keeping track of all this. We got Wind versus... Pup keeps wanting to crawl to my back. It's like, ow. Sorry, Pup. Can you come up here? There you go. Shall be Wind versus Zachary on the Waluigi. I can only imagine how annoying it'll be to get past Waluigi on Basque. Not that he's going to offer any sort of offense. The character's not really built for simple, but we shall see if if Zachary can take Waluigi to new heights. Never seen since like the initial patch of this game. As Leaf will be playing the 10th seed, which so happens to be Pepper. So good luck on that front to both players, as now I will be picking the next 4. Will not be playing against a seed. So we got Liam versus Turnip King. All right, that's a good matchup. Turnip King, very talented. Has gone far in tourneys before. To the moon. Shall be facing off against. Also, God, why did this not? It's making me double click. My gosh dang Google Docs. Versus Elias. Or Ilias. Either or. And now, our next player will be facing off against the 14th seed. MD Mason on the Diddy Kong. Finally seeing some more Diddies out here. Fighting the good fight. The Kong Quest. MD Mason will be playing off against the 14th seed, who so happens to be Pedo. That will be a good first round match. Excited to see how both players do. Now we have anything spicy that you missed. I can pull what we have so far up. After I'm done, I'm very close to completing this, and I need all the concentration I can get because otherwise I'm going to forget what I have done. As we have Adrian versus Snoop. Thank you, baby. Adrian versus Snoop. We are down to our final 6. This next person will be playing against the 6th seed, and it's Mom Samus on the Toadette. Mom will be facing off against Joey That is one hell of a first round match. I would hate to be in the way of anyone who gets, or of the one that gets knocked down to losers early. So now I am drawing. Should be facing next two. Okay, yeah. I think that makes sense. Next two will face off against each other. Clixo shall face off against Zora. That'll be Wario versus Luigi. Next one will play against the 11th seed. It looks like it is Giscude. I'm sure there's a proper way to pronounce that. Playing the IDFK. I can only assume they have not picked their character. So against the 11th seed, that will be Giscude versus Nintendart. Guess Cube. And that means we have one more match. We have a very canon match of the Luigi versus the Boo. Ooh. And it will be Luke Flo. A very, very, very talented. Come on, please. Thank you. Very talented Waluigi standard Waluigi main versus communism. Oop. Come on. There you go. All right. Luke Flo versus communism. That means with that wheel being spun, we are finally done. We got all the wheels cleared. I am clicking all of these. We did it. I can pull our sheet back up. All right, I managed to not bungle anything. So basically, I believe we had a few good matchups from my recollection. I know we have Bad Joe versus MacMan for one of these first rounders. I know we got Mom Samus versus Joey. Probably the most explosive matchup we could get. Mom Samus, like I said, the OG final boss of Simple Mode, way back when the game launched. Probably still just as deadly to face off against today. Thank you very much, Liam. I do appreciate it, and I do apologize about that earlier mishap. I just remember David saying someone had dropped out. I wasn't sure if it was you or someone else, but nonetheless, no more mincing words on my end. Let me go ahead and bring us back in. So, we'll go over very briefly one more time. The top four, the actual seeds are here. We got David first seed, Snorpy second seed, Angie third seed, and Jake fourth seed. Velo fifth, Joey sixth, Igni seventh, and me eighth. Pepper ninth, Bad Joe 10th, Nintendart 11th, Benji 12th, Nat Rop 13, Dr. Ivo 14, Rogue 15, and Pito 16. That is your top 16. That is how the seeding will be played out for your top 16 for DDDD. And finally, am I MacMan? Sorry, that is true. We do not know if this person is MacMan. We still do not have confirmation years later. Surely somebody will figure that out. And now for our DDS6 rankings. It is, I am the first seed. Snorpy is second. Angie is third. David is fourth. That will mean if the bracket goes according to what it should, me and David will meet up in winter semis, and Snorpy and Angie will meet up in winter semis as well. My recent track record against David isn't the best. Will definitely be one heck of a time for me to get past, but nonetheless, Snorpy and Angie, always a classic matchup for sure. Snorpy winning their last outing, if I remember correctly, to win DDS5. 5th seed Velo, 6th seed Joey, 7th seed Jake, 8th seed Igni. In case you were wondering, we couldn't decide who was 4th seed between me and Jake, so we did a coin flip, and whoever won got to be 4th seed in in DDD or in DDS, which I did. So, and of course, the other would switch positions for the Daisy Dittos, so Jake was 4th seed in that one. Nonetheless, Badjo 9th, Pepper 10th, Nintendo 11th, Benji 12th, Nat Rop 13th, Pito 14th, Rogue 15th, and Dr. Evo 16th. So there's your top 16s, how they have played out. Of course, I'm not going to go through the entire list here, and David will have to parse this, but this is the order of which I picked everyone. Just from top to bottom. There are some very interesting matchups happening. Like I said, Mom Samus versus Joey. Looking forward to that one. Hopefully someone can stream that one. I have a very good feeling that at both of those, even if one gets sent to losers early, we'll tear through the lower bracket. You got 6 seed for both. You did. And you get to play Mom Samus for your first round. So that'll be fun. So, with all that being said, my voice is a little tired out. Pup is getting a little anxious. Here he is. This is Moxley for people that don't know. He's a Yorkie. He's a little Yorkie baby of 3 months. Loves to bite, loves to lick. Now to play some friendlies with anyone who wants. True. I should probably get some practice in, but I can always do that later. Who needs to? Am I right? Nonetheless, that is it for me. Thank you to those who followed and subscribed. Thank you all for watching. I don't really think I have anyone to throw it over to. So we are going to go ahead and I think call it. Thank you, Liam, for your follow. Me. Thank you for the follow. And good luck to everyone competing in DDDD and DDS6. I will be looking to stream a lot of those matches, so be on the lookout. And I will see you all next time. I gotta do the thing. There we go. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I would appreciate it. Thank you. All right. See you all next time. Bye.